and the first team will be number 1 and the topic number 22. Transport and improving the product. Please, my friends, share your screen and let me know that you are ready. Okay, good. While you are preparing your presentation, I would spend a few minutes. Transport, by my opinion, is one of the most interesting industry to implementing modern solutions, because the influence of the transport on our life is very significant. So this way, making it more effective to improving the efficiency of the transport system, to make it more manageable and predictable is very important for our daily lives. And of course, if we could avoid any traffic jams, to avoid road accidents, to reduce their pollution because of the decreasing of the number of trucks that needs to drive without anything empty. So we will be more, the society will be quite more healthy. And but on the other hand, there are a lot of limitations of implementing such solution in the transport system. And first of all, that is the role society of implementing such solution is so significant that we couldn't use only the private ventures to solve this problem, but the society and the venture should communicate, and someone in the society must be responsible for such solution. But who can manage my roads, ways? Who can manage my ways to achieve my, for example, if I need to visit the university? It is a very big issue for us, but I think that in a few decades, no, not in a few decades, in the future, 15, 20 years, we will find significant changes in this industry, and that we will find a lot of examples when our whole society will be responsible for managing the transport system and creating clever transport, something like that. Okay, let's start. You're welcome.
Hello everyone. Today we will talk about some of the most popular types of vehicles nowadays. We can define two groups, drones and other autonomous vehicles. Let's start with drones. As last mile delivery gets more and more challenging and expensive, logistics companies have been on the lookout for ways in which they can fulfill orders in a timely manner. For such organizations, enabling delivery through drones is going to become a popular choice to improve the efficiency of last-mile delivery while reducing costs. The use of cargo drones has a number of advantages. Saving money, companies no longer need couriers and drivers, no need to maintain their own takeoff sites. Using hard-to-reach places, where it is not possible to reach by car, a drone will be able to deliver by the cargo. The leader is drone adoption is the US. Amazon is actively sending shipments weighing up to 2.5 kilograms. Logistics company UPS has launched a new service, drone delivery of medical supplies. It has been able to improve service quality and reduce fuel costs. In China, there are entire fleets of drones. They solve the problem of heavy traffic and bad roads in the provinces. Delivery times are cut in half, and UAVs can reach speeds of up to 100 kilometers per hour. Russia remains on the sidelines for now. However, at the end of May 2021, it became known about a new experiment of Russian posts on the use of heavy unmanned aerial vehicles for parcel delivery. The pilot project will be conducted in 4 regions of the Russian Federation. Russian Post intends to use complex quadrocopters and heavy equipment with a carrying capacity up to 150 kilograms and a range of 3 or 400 kilometers. The drones that Russian Post intends to use in the experiments will be able to fly in places where there is no internet, using only a direct radio channel. With enterprises like FedEx, Amazon, and DHL already utilizing drones for delivery in 2021, a lot more companies joined the bandwagon to improve delivery speed and efficiency, and the regulatory authorities moved the way of drone deliveries. Wingcopter provides drone services for commercial and humanitarian applications, including medical, air services, drones operators, and logistics companies. Based in Germany, Wingcopter is developing delivery options for postal services, retailers, and e-commerce platforms to integrate into existing supply chains. Wingcopter has already operated commercially. For example, this company participated in vaccine delivery to remote areas in Vanuatu, and they also made the world's first delivery of insulin by drones beyond the visual line of sight in Ireland.
In 2022, the possibility of self-driving cars is becoming a reality is also huge. Studies suggest the autonomous vehicle industry will be worth around $556 million by 2026. These autonomous vehicles uh, that can operate without any human assistance, and they will help the sector to navigate traffic congestion, to improve driver safety, to lessen carbon emissions, and as well as curtail overall costs of transportation. They will also help reduce the rate and impact of accidents while detecting obstacles, monitoring engine conditions, and recommending best routes for quick delivery of goods between warehouses and customer locations. Um, Cruise, Tesla, Alphabet, Inc., um, Mimo, and Aurora Innovation Incorporation are among many companies aiming to deploy fully autonomous vehicle technology in the United States within the 2 or 3 years. Whether or not federal regulators give them a clear legal framework for doing so or not. Autonomous vehicle AV startups and automakers are under pressure to start generating revenue from billions of dollars of engineering investment over the past decade. In February 2020, self-driving software company Aptiv and ride-sharing company Lyft reached a major milestone. The companies crossed 100,000 rides of its autonomous passenger service in Las Vegas. The company now services over 3,400 spots in Las Vegas, including popular locations such as Los Angeles Convention Center and McCarran International Airport. A reception to the program has been positive. Uh, Lyft reports that 98% of the passengers who took the rides gave the service a 5-star rating.
Well, now we proceed to driver assistance systems. While fully self-driving vehicles are in testing and pilot deployments, driver assistance systems have increased in prevalence. While many of these applications are convenience features, others are effective safety features. The most popular and effective safety-focused driver assistance systems are collision avoidance systems, or AEB, and blind spot alert. AEB alone has shown to reduce injury or death insurance claim frequency by 3% to 25% depending on claim type. According to statistics from the Ministry of Transport, one of the most common causes of accidents is when a driver falls asleep at the wheel. These accidents account for around 20% of all accidents. To prevent such accidents, devices have been developed to monitor the driver's condition. For example, there are headphones that register the tilt of the driver's head. They emit a beep when the driver nods characteristically, and cameras that monitor blink rate and eyeball movement, by which a drowsy driver can be identified. Since 2021, drivers of urban passenger vehicles with more than 8 occupants have been using sleeping warning aids at the wheel. Currently, German company Bosch is dominating the market on account of the rising popularity of a wide range of smart assistance solutions to ease urban traffic offered by them. Additionally, the continuous investments in research and development and launch of innovative features for automated driving assistance will help this company continue to attract higher revenue in the coming years. On the other side, Denso Corporation is a tough competitor for Bosch, as this company holds the largest share in the Asia-Pacific market. Other companies, such as Continental AG and others, are engaging in merger and acquisition, joint ventures, contracts and agreements, and other collaborative strategies to gain momentum in the market competition.
Autopilot is an advanced driver assistance system that enhances safety and convenience behind the wheel. When used properly, Autopilot reduces your overall workload as a driver. Each new Tesla vehicle is equipped with 8 external cameras and powerful vision processing to provide an additional layer of safety. All vehicles built for North American market now use camera-based Tesla Vision to deliver Autopilot features rather than radar. Autopilot comes standard on every new Tesla. For owners who took delivery of their cars without Autopilot, there are 2 packages available for purchase, depending on when your car was built: Autopilot and full self-driving capability. Autopilot and full self-driving capability are intended for use with a fully attentive driver who has their hands on the wheel and is prepared to take over at any moment. While these features are designed to become more capable over time, the currently enabled features don't make the vehicles autonomous.
Now let's take a look at the MaaS. It's Mobility as a Service. It's essentially a joint digital channel that integrates various transport services into one easily accessible point, streamlining supply and demand in the process. It's a relatively new development in the world of transportation and logistics software. The idea dates back to Sweden in the 90s, but has only caught on in the last decade. Modern demand for smoother travel leads to combining services, and this is where MaaS comes in. MaaS ticks boxes on both ends of the system. From the supply side, a diverse menu of options is easily available to the customer, be they public transport or more private possibilities. For those looking for transport, MaaS brings everything together into one simple channel, removing the hassle-heavy shopping and changing between tickets, time, and payment. Different countries are developing and introducing new technologies and programs that correspond to different levels of MaaS. For example, in Finland, there is the Vim app. It allows you to plan and pay for multimodal trips around the city. The UK has launched Arrival Click, a service for hailing a bus whose route is partially adjusted to pick up and drop off passengers as close as possible to the right points. Several cities in China have implemented DD Chuxing, an artificial intelligence-based traffic management system. This program has optimized urban traffic. In Moscow, by 2022, it's planned to launch MaaS platform that will integrate all the city services as well as a number of private transport services. And now let's take a look at the Movit. It's a private company founded in Israel in 2011. This company is one of the first MaaS companies to create mobility that is fully integrated into a variety of forms of transportation. It includes car sharing, ride-hailing, local bicycle services, and others. The company developed a simple app for securing planned pay ride experience for its clients. It provides real-time arrival information, and bikes, trains, bus, and other transportation types routes are included with station information. The software also provides users with the ability to purchase public transport tickets, as well as showing the various types of tickets available with fair prices. In some cities, the software also provides validation of your digital pass. This is one of the most comprehensive software solutions for MaaS in the world. It's versatile and multifunctional. In Russia, there is also an example of a MaaS app. It's Yandex.Go. We are sure that you all know this. It can be considered as one of the unique examples of implementing MaaS in Russia, and this app includes a lot of services that you all know. And now let's take a look at augmented mobility. I give a talk to my colleague.
The growing toolkit of AI technologies, including computer vision, natural conversation, and machines that learn over time, has the potential to enhance almost every aspect of today's mobility ecosystem. AI can enable intelligent transportation system in many areas, from traffic management and smart signaling to road safety improvements, transit scheduling, and real-time information for commuters. The Russian company Euromobile, for example, has developed a comprehensive IT system for public transport. It transmits the coordinates of the bus to the fleet, records on a video camera, and sends to the server everything that happens inside the bus and on the road. The fuel and tire pressure monitoring system collects information about the condition of the vehicle and sends it to the driver and to the vehicle fleet. The voice information system and media center inform passengers about stops and the route the vehicle is taking. In an emergency situation, the Air GLONASS system transmits the bus coordinates to the dispatcher service. Another Euromobile development is the automated Conductor system. Its purpose is to record how many passengers the bus carries. The video cameras installed in the salon of the vehicle keep track of how many people get on and off the vehicle. This data is transmitted to the central control panel. And one more example, AI Motive has brought a hardware-agnostic platform for integrating self-driving technology into vehicles. AI Motive enables drivers to adapt older vehicles to their platform and prevent the need to buy an entirely new vehicle. AI Motive employs depth sensing machine vision technology as well as a neural network to adapt to the laws, weather, and driving environment of the location in which it is operating.
And in conclusion, we would say that all technologies of nowadays help drivers and passengers be connected to each other and contact easily in order to reduce risks and develop the transport system. And that's all that we wanted to say. We are ready to answer your questions. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you. Perfect. Yeah, a very detailed overview. Thank you so much. Team number 2 and 3, you're welcome with your questions.
So thank you for your presentation. Our first question is, how do cargo drones understand where to fly? I mean, how do they exactly work, and how are they supported?
Okay, it's a really interesting topic. So, mm, just for understanding, of course, there are many types of drones, uh, mm, but usually drones do not use camera, and in many cases, for example, in Amazon delivery, drones are piloted by the operator who navigates them using a GPS track on them. So no cameras, or I don't know, or some kind of fully out- automated drones.
Okay, I see. Thank you. Also, you told us about autonomous vehicles and this industry in case of like United States. But how are autonomous vehicles regulated in Russia?
Okay, it's
I can answer this question.
yes, okay.
Allow me. Thank you. At the current moment, the regulations are not complete. From 2019, the autopilot cars have been being tested, and only in 2025, the final regulations are supposed to take place. So for now, it's a blind spot of Russian legislation, and as we know, there is a Innopolis town in Russia, in Tatarstan, and there are some autonomous vehicles there, but they cannot provide a high quality service because of absence of regulation of such vehicles.
Okay, I understand the thing about Innopolis. Thank you. And the last question is connected with mobility as a service technology. So, what are the main advantages of MAS technology for service providers?
I think that I can also answer this question. So, mass technology is very comfortable for customers, as you can see by using Yandex Go app, for example. But technology is highly effective also for suppliers and providers because costs are reduced. You don't need to develop different apps and spend money on this because you have only one app and all the services there. And also, it can be considered that such mass technologies provide better customer experience because customers understand that there is high quality service and they can use only one app for different services, for different transport, and it can higher your demand and also your revenue. And if a customer is fully satisfied with the handy app, the customer will return to it later. And what is more, possibly, it will tell his or her friends about it. And also, your new customers will appear. Maybe this is the main reasons for using mass technologies for providers and suppliers.
Okay, thank you for your answers.
Our team also have some questions.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. First of all, thank you for your presentation and a lot of examples. And you have mentioned that AEB has shown a remarkable reduction in injuries and deaths of drivers. But what exactly is this technology and how does it work?
So, actually, automated emergency braking, or AEB. So it is a system which protects drivers from different hazards, such as rear end collisions or braking crossing. So it detects a potential collision opponent and stops the car immediately if the collision is predicted. For these purposes, it uses radars and multi-purpose cameras.
Okay, I see. And also, you have mentioned smart signaling. Can you please explain to us its meaning and maybe how does it work?
Okay, give us a minute.
Maybe we can provide a picture of how it's work, if it will be possible. And maybe Nikolai will answer your questions with my image.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Hmm. I've invented the example with the train, but okay, let it be a car. So let's consider some kind of automobile transportation. So a driver is needed to implement speed restrictions in response to the approaching signals. So in many cases, those signals are just the signs of speed limits. So driver need to attentively observe for the approaching signal, but it could be difficult for him or her. Smart signal system gives audio visual alerts to the driver when it's time to change the speed. And it works based on the GPS track of the vehicle.
Okay, thank you for your answer. How do you think, to what extent are technologies you have just listed in your presentation applicable in Russia? Explain your position, please.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. So, drones. We believe the drones can be really useful in Russia, especially in regions with problems of infrastructure, such as bad roads. We have already mentioned that autonomous vehicles are still being tested, and now, due to technological problems in Russia, the future there is definitely under question. Driver assistance systems are already used in Russia, as we've already mentioned, and have recommended themselves as a reliable tool. So there is no doubt they have a great future here. About mobility as a service, there are some plans to implement it. However, it's too early to say for sure whether it will be demanded in Russian market or not. So some extra analysis, some extra market analysis should be conducted. And finally, AI, augmented mobility, is too useful to be ignored. However, there could be some struggle due to the brain drain in IT sector in Russia. So those are just our thoughts on the
Maybe I
perspectives.
can add something to Nikolai's words about mobility as a service. So nowadays, a new app is testing in Moscow. It's called multi-transport, and we mentioned about it. But as for conditions, they are not so perfect for customers, and that's why we think that such apps from the government services, maybe from the government structures, they cannot be as popular as, for example, Yandex.Go in Russia for our consumers that that customers try to reach the most perfect offer from the suppliers and providers. So maybe some commerce offers can be popular, but some government apps cannot be popular as much as commercial ones.
Okay, thank you. We understand.
Okay, good. That's all. That's all the questions.
Yes, we have already asked 3 questions from our.
Good. Thank you so much. Very interesting discussion because of the good presentation and a lot of things that we need to use in our further discussions. So I just would like to ask you to, I have seen your presentation for the next seminar with the same topic about the transport, but about the customer relation. Please pay some more attention to the issues of the transport systems that might be managed by the someone inside the society. So about the social aspect and what's about the theory of changing our transport systems inside our cities and inside our environment. So some things about the theoretical aspects. Okay, that's all. Thank you for your presentation. And the next one will be by the team number 3 and topic number 16, insurance technologies product. My friends, you're welcome. Yeah, good. So insurance technologies are not so obvious for us because of the fact that we are user of banking first of all and banking ecosystems where insurance might be included, but traditionally traditional insurance companies are so weak in Russia. But the new environment, digital environment, provides the great opportunity to make insurance as easy as possible, to use it as an absolutely usual tool for all the aspects of our daily life. Please, you're welcome with your presentation. If you and I will add some things if you didn't show it, if you don't show it in your presentation, because it's extremely important for the understanding of the development of the banks and ecosystems of financial and insurance technologies together. Okay, you're welcome.
Good afternoon. Today we'll present our analysis about InStack. To begin with, it's important to identify what InStack is. Insurance technology, also known as InStack, is an economic industry composed of companies that use technology to make insurance services more efficient. Insurance technology companies are generally startups founded with the purpose of disrupting incumbent insurance systems, and corporations that rely less on technology, including software, data, and imagery. Mutual insurance is one of the tendencies in this sphere. The most interesting projects following this trend are Free Insurance, Germany, and Bao, China. The principle of operation of these companies is similar. Users are grouped according to certain criteria and fund from contributions. Part of it will go to the losses that have occurred, part directly to the startup for maintenance, and the largest piece for reinsurance of large risks from traditional insurers. In order to interest users and solve the problem of moral hazard, startups promise to return to customers the remaining part of the funds at the end of the year, which was intended for possible payments. In ordinary insurance companies, this money remains as profit. Thus, it turns out that the fewer cases reported, the more money will be returned at the end of the year. Theoretically, customers can save up to 50 or 80% of the cost of insurance.
Extended reality. Extended reality is using augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality to offer and make more additional information about our environment clearer by enhancing our senses or to enable natural experiences through artificial intelligence. XR Technologies provides insurers with an opportunity to transform and improve many aspects of their business, such as training. Insurers can create virtual customers through extended reality to train customer services teams on how to communicate with clients and walk them through the purchasing process. Risk assessment. Underwriters can create XR simulations from one-side images and other illustrations to look for risks in buildings. Face-to-face interactions. Augmented imagery also helps insurers communicate and interact remotely with their clients. One of the most effective use of extended reality in the insurance industry was PNB MetLife's launch of ConVRC, the first ever on-demand virtual reality customer service platform ever created in the insurance industry. The platform made customers wear a virtual reality headset and enter a 3D simulated environment where they could interact with an insurance expert avatar that could address any questions and explain processes. Drones and robotics. Today, many insurers are expanding the use of drones and robotics to offer better risk management and improve claims efficiency. In commercial property insurance, drones get data on buildings that would usually require a team of surveyors to review. For example, Deloitte says that BetterView, a property and casualty insurtech, used drones to provide more than 6,000 rooftop inspections in 2 years. More recently, Farmers Insurance partners with Boston Dynamics to test Spot, the company's notorious robotic dog. Spot is used to perform tasks and get into spaces that humans can't fit into. For example, the robot can enter tight, dangerous areas and get the data through 360-degree cameras. Machine learning for fraud. Fraudsters and their actions towards insurance companies are a great problem in this sphere. For example, the FBI reports insurance fraud cost insurers $40 billion per year, and every 5 minutes a fraudulent insurance claim goes uncovered. So these factors became prerequisites for the active use of machine learning. Machine learning for fraud detection has become a valuable way for insurers to detect and prevent fraudulent claims. This has led to claims management and fraud prevention becoming the most prominent areas where machine learning can be helpful for insurers. Machine learning prevents fraud by using large datasets to produce predictions based on known outcomes. Although machine learning has helped insurers prevent fraud, there can be impediments to using this technology in insurance. As for problematic aspects, there are some limitations of machine learning for reducing fraud. These include not being able to understand unusual context-specific relations between variables related to sales processes, geography, and client segmentation. The main issue is there is not a one-size-fits-all approach. Insurers will be challenged to create specific machine learning models based on context. Thus, without the use of machine learning, it is impossible to solve the main task of the industry, providing an organic and seamless customer experience, creating the most accessible and convenient final product for the customer. Automated claims. One of the main tendencies today is this sphere is AI and automation. The increased use of AI and digitalized claims have allowed to streamline disjointed claims management practices, resulting in faster processing and reduced claims wait times. For example, as a result for American insurance companies, fully digital claims have reduced the average payment time by up to 5.5 days and assisted in achieving the highest satisfaction scores ever measured by the J.D. Power U.S. Property Claim Satisfaction Study. Additionally, automatic claims can help insurers sell more products to customers. For example, say you are creating microinsurance for farmers. Based on the analysis, you could use data analytics to determine if severe weather, low rainfall, or other factors could damage crops and pay claims. This can reduce settlement costs, enabling insurers to offer more competitive policies. Microsoft management emphasizes that artificial intelligence has a significant impact on the formation of a product in insurance industry, as artificial intelligence technologies allow more efficient calculation of the cost of insurers for each individual client, taking into account his needs and risk analysis, as well as to avoid the human factor, errors, and biases.
Well, another innovation in insurance is the use of big data. When insurance companies start using big data, each client will be offered an individual tariffs and a certain set of services based on their collected information. That means the personalization. So some companies already work like this. In this, for example, in the South Africa insurer Discovery, the company distributed target gadgets to its consumers that measures various health parameters online. In addition, Discovery receives information about its consumers' purchases. By processing this kind of data array, the insurer began to set an individual health insurance rate. Moreover, the insurer began to give recommendations for improving health, following which the clients could reduce the risks of diseases and receive a discount on insurance. As well as a result, people gradually began to follow personal recommendation and pay less for insurance, and the company was able to reduce the costs for paying for the services of medical companies. And the next one is cloud computing. Yes. Also, as we discussed trends of insurance technologies, it's important to mention about this one too. Cloud adaptations among insurers is becoming more common and popular as we seek to minimize costs, improve security, and support flexibility, a flexible digital ecosystem. Cloud allows insurers to pull from data sets across systems such as health score, telemetrics data, and user data. So insurers can use these data sets to improve services. Several aspects of the insurance technology organization, such as underwriting, improving accuracy when predicting risks, claims, reducing fraud while process legitimate claims faster, marketing, boost consumer satisfaction and personalize the experience, sales, generate qualified leads and identify coverage gaps and cross-sell opportunities. The main problem of the development of these technologies is the insurance industry is security. Insurers preparing for cloud deployment must understand the importance of the shared responsibility model. While cloud infrastructure providers like Amazon, Microsoft, and Google are responsible for the security of the clouds. Yeah, and CAS providers and their consumers are responsible for security in the cloud. Therefore, the cloud security best practices must be implemented and followed accordingly. Next one. So, Telemetrics is a device that is installed in a car in order to track the driver's behavior on the road and collect information about the driving and practical cars. Yeah, and this technology is advantages for some reasons. First, telemetrics are following carriers to capture users' data and create personalized usage-based insurance products. Today, consumers are more willing willing to share personal data for personalized insurance products and discounts. Next, telematics can also assist auto carriers in saving money of fraudulent or inaccurate claims. An article by Beeson Moncroft of Insurance Business Canada provides an example. The report says a driver was backing up out of the parking spot and then collide with another vehicle with 4 people in it. Yeah, and the 4 people claimed the impact led to them suffering neck injuries from whiplash, and a claim was failed accordingly. And the auto insurers who received the claim reviewed the data that day and captured from the black box of telematics in the vehicle, and it indicated that the car was moving at less than 1 mile per hour when the collision happened. Based on this data, it was impossible that the 4 people were injured from this accident. And thanks for this technology, and it saves $50,000 and prevented the fraudulent claim. So smart contracts, well known, and we can hear everywhere. So smart contracts and blockchain are becoming more common in the insurance, especially industry. And there are really a lot of pluses, advantages of such technologies. Smart contracts eliminate human interference, lower risks of manipulation, and allow more transparency. So next, it dramatically speeds up claim processing. It lowers administrative costs for the insurer because of this. Company can lower premiums, increase market share. Both parties can't lose agreement information. Smart contracts are trackable and irrevisable. So underwriting improves because insurers can review accurate information on the past insurance policies and claim and offer more precise pricing and selections for the insurance products using this new insurance technology. All in all, they allow insurance to automate the execution of an insurance products agreement without any involvement from mediator. And while blockchain and smart contracts possesses great opportunity for insurers, many are struggling to adapt. In fact, 53% of them struggle to adapt blockchain and its use cases, and 43% have other insurance technologies taking priority, and 38% are concerning with its data security. Sum up, we emphasize that use of smart contracts in the insurance industry will optimize insurance business process, and as well as the process of processing insurance claims and compensation payment in particular insurance cases. Thus, today, without information technology, it is simply impossible to achieve competitive advantage in the market, high speed of launching new product to the market, technological efficiency and convenience of consumer service, and at the same time maintaining high operational efficiency. Thank you for your attention.
That is good. Thank you. Nothing to add. Insurance technologies are under the pressure of the modern technologies, and that is absolutely a traditional and the most well-known example of implementing modern technologies in machine learning. What is the machine learning? This is the system that provides you to the opportunity to make the automation of the forecasting of predicting any problems with the clients who will use you as a bank or as an insurance companies. So banking and tech are the main users of such technologies because of the nature of this industry. And I don't know why in Russia all the insurance company are so traditional without such solution, but maybe we will see it further. Okay, my friends, let's move to the question, and I will have another one, but I will be the last one who will ask you. Yeah, my friends, who will be the first one? The first one will be team number 2. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yes, thank you for your presentation, and we will start. And the first question is, you have noted in your presentation that advantages that the insurance industry acquires with the help of smart contracts. Can you describe the main disadvantages of such technology, please?
Okay, just a second. I hope that we can answer. The smart contract does not have functional flexibility that is using smart contracts, and it is difficult to implement change during its execution. Secondly, there is no officially fixed status of a smart contract in their world legislative practices. It is not regulated by certain authorities, yes, and this may make it difficult to resolve controversial issues arising from violation of the terms of its execution. And the smart contracts basically has a program code that, due to mistake made and at the stage of its writing, may be may not be functional. So it means that we have something which is not regulated, and there is no someone who can promise that two sides, or two people will execute all aspects, all things, all agreements in this contract. But it is independently constructed contract. So this is a disadvantages of it.
Okay, thank you for your answer. And the next question, how do you think how pandemic influences the insurance industry?
I can answer your question. Thank you. Probably the pandemic affected the process of working with the client as it led to the growth of online channels for working with clients in the insurance market. Due to the pandemic, insurance companies moved a significant part of the document flow to remote mode, quickly refined applications and personal accounts, introduced chatbots and even voice assistants. That is, progress has occurred in terms of digitalization. Online settlement is the most important result of digitalization.
Okay, I got your point. And the last question from our team is, what do you think the insurers' motives were when introducing drones?
Thank you for your question. I think I can answer it. Initially, the main motive for such companies was the desire to save money, to increase the efficiency and return on investment. But then the situation changed because implementation of this technology becomes the essential feature of the smart insurance. Because it's not only to protect against risk, but also it is able to predict them. That's why such factors became the main motive of insurance companies.
Thank you for your answers. It's all for our team.
Okay, so we as well. Yes, okay.
Yeah, I have a question to you. Who is the stakeholder of implementing such solution in the insurance companies? Who will be responsible for making such decision? Yeah, we're going to provide this service, or we're going to sell our special transponders to evaluate how our customers use their vehicles and to predict the chances to any road accidents. So who will be responsible for implementing such innovations inside the companies?
Okay, thank you for your question. Let us some seconds, please. Okay, we strongly believe that this kind of responsibility will be taken by the programmers of this company who supply the technical support both for clients and both for company itself. And there is also the managers, development managers, and they are also will track the results and the goals, deadlines, how they are working, and how these services working for company, how it is profitable for consumers. It will be, we think that developer manager, programmers, and technological support staff.
Yeah, but the ultimate stakeholder, who is the main one?
We think that if we are talking about the insurance, yes, and the insurance deposits is used by financial institutions like IB, yes, and or asset management. So we are strongly believe that from based on the concept, it will be interest of investors who or investment banking who manage, who rule the money of these insurance companies.
Yes, you're right.
Of course, it may be also the stakeholders too.
Yeah, the ultimate stakeholder might be the highest level of managers inside the company. Yeah, there is the paper calls Insurance 2030, the impact of artificial intelligence on the future of insurance, and it is prepared by McKinsey and Company, a well-known consulting agency. And there is a very significant point. Also, the tectonic shifts in the industry will be tech focused. Addressing them is not the main of the IT team. Instead, board members and customer experience teams should invest the time and resources to build a deep understanding of these AI-related technologies. Yeah, even this high level of discussion created by the top level consulting agency, they pay attention to the final stakeholder of such solution. And this is the cornerstone of the lack between the well-developed insurance countries, industries, in well-developed industries in some countries and in our country. Because I suppose that the problem is in the traditional mindset of managers, because traditionally insurance companies are not digital, were not digital, but now the situation changes very significantly, and but managers remains the same, and they are not able to support such solution. And despite the fact of hunting good IT specialists or even the managers of the second line, only the top line managers and the board of directors might be responsible for such decisions. And in this case, I guess that traditional insurance companies in Russia will do that, and only banking system and well-developed bank will be able to compete with them. And because of their flexible mindset and approach to implementing modern technologies everywhere, they will be more successful. So the key is in the lack of knowledge of the top managers in such companies about the digitalization. So to be more simple, they lost the opportunity to catch up this digitalization, and I think that they don't have even the smallest chance right now to compete with the banks, to compete with all the neobanks. So insurance technology will be very specific in Russian, but it's a very interesting case. Okay, thank you so much. We have 15 minutes. Okay, team number, who will be the next one? Team number 2, and your presentation with the topic number. Give me a second.
And our questions?
And our team will present now, because in order there is 13, then first team, and then second.
Yes, our team 3 should present the presentation about manufacturing.
A lot of limitations. Okay, Nikolai, sorry, I forget about your question. Is it true?
Yes, we still have 3 questions.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, you're welcome, and it means that we don't have the next presentation today. Okay, please, you're welcome with your questions.
Okay, so first of all, thank you for your presentation, and several times in your speech you mentioned underwriting. So what is it due to the insurance industry? I've printed it.
Okay, thank you for the question. I think there are a lot of different definitions of this word according to this industry, and a more precise definition of underwriting can be formulated as the process that is used by an insurance company to assess the risk that is claimed for insurance by a potential policyholder, and to calculate the insurance premium corresponding to the declared risk. I think so that's the you may understand this definition.
Yeah, so it's the main problem for the insurance company and its main feature, let's say it, its main process. Okay, so let's move to the second question. It seems that customers of the insurance companies may be afraid of participating in the Telemetrics program if they know that their driving style is bad. So, can the insurance rate be increased on this basis? How do you think?
As we know, the absolute majority of insurance companies, in such companies, telematics does not work in the direction in increasing the insurance rate. So the worst things that can happen as a result of using telematics device. So you will not receive a discount and will remain the current tariff, but they will not be increased insurance rate.
Yes, okay. I've got your idea. And our last question is about the smart contracts. So you've said a lot about them. So do you know any practical examples of the use of smart contracts in the insurance industry?
Yes, of course, when we analyzed this sphere, we have found some examples of using smart contracts, and I will tell you about them. First of all, the one of the most popular insurance company in Germany, Avoidance, uses smart contracts to automate insurance payment in the event of natural disasters. Also, such different startups in the field of P2P insurance also use smart contracts. to make a decision on the application as well as for subsequent automatic debt write-offs. I think
Okay.
that's all.
Yes, this will definitely work. Thank you for your answers. That will be it for our questions.
Okay, good. Thank you. Nice questions. So that's all for today. See you again next week. All the three teams must present next time because we didn't follow the schedule and it's so bad. We have enough to present for 3 weeks. It's a lot. So, my friends, please prepare all the three presentations. Today, that's all. See you again next week. Next time, we will have only one seminar, and the weeks and on the week after the next one, we will provide 2 seminars. So, I guess each team will have by those 2 weeks by 3 presentations. That's good. That's good. Okay, if you have any questions, ask me. If you don't have, see you again next week with your presentations.
Sorry,
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What presentation should we do next time? 3. Our team is 3.
Okay, let me see. Each team presented 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. It means that on the schedule, this is the seminar number 4. So team number 3, presentation about the manufacturing, pricing, and distribution. Team number 1, topic 13, financial technologies product, and team number 2, topic number 24, it's transport communication with clients.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Nikolai, you also have the question.
No, I just wanted to say thank you and goodbye.
Yeah, I'm so sorry I didn't show you your scores. 10 for both teams because you provided very good presentation. The best presentation that I have seen today on each groups. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.